finally, before we go, I have a question that I don't really have the answer to right now, unfortunately. Okay. And we haven't really talked about it too much on the show, but since we're in week 14, I think it is the proper time to start having this conversation. Who's your NFL MVP? Brandon, do you have an answer?
I know who Brandon's going to say.
I don't know. I want to say Russell, but I can only hope he gets one vote. It's such. I don't know. It's definitely not Josh Allen.
He's in the nomination list for me.
Actually, I guess. Well, to be
he's who's in the nomination list?
So my nomination list
5
is
nominees.
Not just quarterbacks, by the way. Not just quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Can't have just quarterbacks on the nomination list.
Here are my 5. I have. Let me think about it.
Can I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Go first.
I got Mahomes. I got Russell. I got DK.
That's an interesting MVP nomination.
I got DK?
It's actually super interesting.
I legit think DK could hypothetically be on an MVP nomination. Look at the man.
Someone could vote him.
He is not saying he is gonna win or he would be voted, but I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a vote. It would shock me, but I wouldn't be surprised.
It'd be hilarious if he got a vote and Russell didn't get a vote. Russell's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Excuse my language, but
Mahomes, Wilson, I agree with those.
So Mahomes, Wilson, DK. I guess Josh Allen.
I would put Allen on this list.
He really is kind of carrying that team.
Derrick Henry, Aaron Rodgers?
Yep. No, those are my other 2.
I guess Derrick Henry. Because he's the best running back in the league right now. And also the only good thing going for the Titans.
Is there a reason to say that a quarterback shouldn't win the award this year?
I mean,
is there a succinct case that a quarterback shouldn't win the award?
Patrick Mahomes is not out of those 5. You know who I would give my vote to? Derrick Henry, because he is the most MVP-ist player out of those 5. You know why? Because the most valuable player. It is the most valuable player on a team. It's a player that if you took that player away, that team automatically sucks. You take Derrick Henry away from the Titans, that team becomes way worse.
You could probably say the same for anyone else on this list, probably other than DK.
Here's the thing.
Mahomes leaving would be bad.
You could here's the difference though. You could swap Russell to the Chiefs. You could swap Mahomes to the Seahawks. You could swap Rodgers to the Chiefs or the Seahawks.
You can do that with a lot of top quarterbacks.
All 3 of those teams or the Bills or whatever. All 4 of those teams, they're still good.
I would want to give the award to Derrick Henry, but again, that's part of the problem. This is a quarterback award. It will always be a quarterback award.
Adrian Peterson.
Other than AP, but AP had a historical year. Same with LT.
Has a defensive player ever won it?
It might have been forever. Did J.J. Watt win an MVP?
No, he almost did. In 2014, I think.
He was.
Oh, that's right.
Aaron Rodgers got first, and then J.J. Watt was second.
J.J. Watt had an insane year that year, and I remember thinking that he should.
What was it? 22 and a half sacks or something stupid that year.
Except J.J. did win number 1.
And he got defensive player.
Yeah.
But
who's going to win defensive player this year?
Chase Young.
No, I'm talking about overall.
Oh, overall?
I would say either.
But I said Jamal Adams. I guess on the NFC side, it'd probably be Jamal. I think he's overall.
I would say him.
DPOY.
But realistically, knowing Knowing how
Media.
this works out, it'll
Yeah.
probably be Aaron Donald or TJ Watt, I would guess.
So
Yeah.
boring.
I
But-
just think what Adams is doing at the safety spot is just so unheard of
I mean,
that
like,
you have to
here's
give
No,
him
I
the
agree.
award.
Right, because like here's the thing with Adams, like the man, we boast about him all the time on this show because he's like legitimately to me is the most interesting defensive player to watch.
He's
Like,
the most jack of all trades guy,
he
but the simple fact that
teleports.
he's getting sacks at the safety spot at
Right.
the rate that he is like
mean,
historically
Well,
ungodly.
the thing is, he should have had he should have had 2 sacks today, not just 1.
Yeah,
because
he's gonna get more. He's gonna finish with like
Yeah.
12, 13 sacks. This
And he nearly got an interception today.
He should have gone 1.
Yeah,
That
that
was-
was gonna be a pick 6 if he caught that.
Right now I give Mahomes my number 1 and then Henry my number 2 at MVP. But here's the thing. But here's the thing with Mahomes too. I feel like based on the fact that Mahomes got the MVP, you know what? When did he get the MVP?
2
What
years
year
ago.
was that? Was that 2 years? That was 2 years
I
ago.
got it
right?
last year.
18. No, Lamar got it last year.
Oh,
So
that's right.
remember the year in eight, remember so the 2 previous MVPs, the years that they had were just ridiculous. Mahomes and Jackson, but there's no quarterback that's going to have that massive statistical year this year. Right?
I mean,
Russell was on
I-
track to.
yeah, Russell
Right.
was on track to, and
But-
then he like fell off. But he could still. He still has 3 games. He could still put up like big numbers in these last couple games, and people could be like, "Okay, he fell off in 1 or 2 games." Like,
Well, it
No.
would be like I guess 3, but either way, I give it. So this is what's been interesting about the MVP race. Like Aaron Rodgers was up a couple weeks ago. I probably say Mahomes is the betting favorite right now. But it's not like a normal MVP race. It's not what
Yeah.
we've had the past couple of years where there's just one guy by week 13, week 4.
I would say there's like
and
4
stuff.
right now that would be top 4 in terms of like the actual thinking would be Mahomes, Rodgers, Wilson, Allen, probably.
And then Henry there as well,
Yeah.
probably. Allen's going to get some votes.
I just hope Russell gets some votes.
He should.
Like, I don't even need him to win. I
You
just
just need him to get a vote.
some damn votes. Like,
Thank you, Chris Collinsworth, for not being allowed, because he would have given the vote to him. But
he deserves to get a vote. Like,
yeah,
but like the
PFF
interesting
ranks.
thing, Russell's like one of the only. I don't even think Russell cares if he gets a vote.
Now, I will say this: Derrick Henry is on track to finish the season with 1,900 rushing yards, which is only 100 shy of AP's 2,000 when he won MVP.
2012 year. Yeah.
I don't know.
See that's what makes it interesting is if this isn't if we're operating under the idea that the media core that votes on the MVP is willing to stop making a quarterback award for this year, then yeah, I say Derrick Henry.
And 17 touchdowns.
Right. But the
But,
fact
like-
of the matter is the media is not going to do that. They're
Yeah.
just not.
But like that's the thing. It's the MVP. It's not just like it's not like fucking.
Right, but the MVP, even in the NBA, we've had these conversations multiple times. Like my voting for the MVP in basketball is a little bit different because I do operate more on who is the most valuable player. But in the NFL, it's about who is the best player at the quarterback position. It seems from the
Dumb.
media perspective. Shane, what is your answer? Who's your MVP vote right now?
Mhm. You know, I would say that I would say I want the hawk in me would want would want Russell to win. However, the MVP curse is a thing, so I'll get
The MVP vote curse is a thing. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, all jokes aside, though, honestly, I would like to see Henry get it. I really would, because I agree with Brennan that without him, Tennessee would be trash. More so than any of the other 4 guys that we have nominate or that we are thinking about. Because like you said, you could trade some of those guys around, and it'd still work out all right. But there's no running back in the NFL that could replace Derrick Henry and do what he is doing for that team. So
yeah. See, yeah. I want, and hopefully by the end of the year, this might change. The conversation may be like Derrick Henry is the front runner. That could change. But my claim is I'm with you guys. The problem is right now, as it stands, the media is not thinking in that way. The overall media core that's voting for the MVP is not thinking in that form. So that's why I have to give Mahomes the vote there.